Imagine if your gut and microbiome and your digestion were living in your gut as a tiny invisible garden. After 60, that garden changes. Some of the friendly microbes that used to protect you become fewer. Others that like sugar and low fiber food can take over. The result can be more inflammation, weaker immunity, more bathroom troubles, and even higher risk of diseases far away from the gut, such as arthritis, diabetes, and heart disease. The good news is that even after 60, what you eat and drink every single day still has the power to shape that garden. In this video, we will talk about how your gut microbiome changes as you age, how it affects your immune system and inflammation, and simple ways to feed your microbes so they work for you, not against you. First, what exactly is the gut microbiome? Inside your intestines live trillions of bacteria, viruses, and fungi that normally live in balance with your body. They help you digest food, make certain vitamins, train your immune system, and produce substances that can calm or feed inflammation. A diverse, stable microbiome is like a crowded farmer's market with many different stalls. A damaged or imbalanced microbiome is like a market where most of the stalls have closed and a few loud ones are making trouble. As we get older, several things can disturb that balance. Many people over 60 eat less fiber, fewer vegetables, and more processed food than they did when they were younger. Medicines such as acid blockers, anti-inflammatory drugs, and repeated courses of antibiotics can thin out friendly species. Less movement, poorer sleep, and more stress can also change which microbes thrive. Studies of older adults show that people with a less diverse microbiome often have more frailty, more inflammation markers in their blood, and higher risk of infections. The link with immunity is close. About 2/3 of your immune cells sit in or near the gut wall. When your microbes are well fed with the right kinds of fiber, they produce special fatty acids that help keep the gut lining strong and the immune system calm but ready. When the diet is low in fiber and high in sugar and processed fats, more harmful substances can leak across the gut wall and keep the immune system slightly irritated all the time. That low-grade, long-term irritation is a major driver of age-related inflammation. So how can you feed your microbiome in a way that supports better immunity and less inflammation after 60? The first principle is simple. Feed the microbes that protect you, not the ones that cause trouble. The foods that friendly gut bacteria love most are fibers from plants. These fibers pass through your stomach and small intestine without being fully digested by you and then serve as food for the microbes in your colon. You do not need exotic supplements to start. Begin with ordinary, affordable plant foods. Oats, barley, beans, lentils, chickpeas, apples, pears, berries, carrots, broccoli, cabbage, nuts, and seeds all provide fibers that support a richer gut community. Aim to include some kind of plant with every meal. For breakfast, that might mean oatmeal with berries and a sprinkle of ground flaxseed. For lunch, a bowl of vegetable soup with beans and a slice of whole grain bread. For dinner, half of your plate covered with colorful vegetables, plus a modest portion of fish, poultry, or tofu. The second principle is variety. Different microbes like different fibers. If you eat the same 2 vegetables every day, you will nurture only a narrow set of species. Try to rotate your plant choices through the week. A simple goal is to see how many different plant foods you can eat in 7 days. Whole grains, nuts, seeds, herbs, and spices all count. More variety usually means more microbial diversity, which is linked with better resilience and lower inflammation. Third, consider some fermented foods if they agree with you. Foods such as live culture yogurt, kefir, fermented vegetables like sauerkraut and kimchi, and certain fermented soy products contain living microbes that can pass through the gut and, at least for a time, join the community. They don't replace a damaged microbiome by themselves, but they can add useful guests and interact with your immune system in a positive way. If you aren't used to fermented foods, start with small portions and watch how your stomach and bowels respond. Fourth, give your microbes a break from constant sugar and ultra-processed snacks. Drinks and foods that are high in added sugar, white flour, and industrial fats tend to feed species that promote inflammation and crowd out others. Packaged sweets, pastries, chips, and many fast foods fall into this category. You don't have to be perfect, but if most of your calories come from whole, minimally processed foods, your microbiome will be living in cleaner conditions. Fifth, remember that your gut microbes also respond to your daily routine. Gentle physical activities such as walking, light stretching, or simple strength exercises have been linked in studies with more favorable gut bacteria profiles. Good sleep and a regular schedule support a steadier rhythm in the gut as well. Deep breathing, spending time in nature, prayer, or meditation can help reduce stress signals that otherwise disturb digestion and the microbiome. If you have digestive conditions such as irritable bowel, inflammatory bowel disease, celiac disease, or have had major bowel surgery, you need a more personalized plan. Some people cannot tolerate large amounts of certain fibers or fermentable carbohydrates. In these cases, it's important to work with a health professional or dietitian who understands both your condition and the microbiome so that you can calm symptoms without starving all of your beneficial microbes. How can you put this into practice without feeling overwhelmed? Think in terms of small upgrades, not total overhauls. This week, choose one meal each day to make more microbiome friendly. Add one extra vegetable, swap white bread for whole grain, or replace a sugary dessert with a piece of fresh fruit and a handful of nuts. When that feels normal, add a second change, such as including beans or lentils a few times a week. Your gut microbiome is not frozen at 60 or 70. It shifts in response to what you do day after day. You can't control every factor, but you can send clear signals through your food and habits. By feeding your microbiome with more fiber-rich plants, a variety of colors and textures, and modest amounts of fermented foods, while cutting back on sugary and highly processed products, you give your immune system a calmer, wiser partner to work with. If this message resonates with you, choose one microbiome-friendly action to start today, and tell someone about it so you're more likely to keep going. If you'd like more clear, science-based guidance on eating for healthy aging, digestion, and immunity, consider subscribing and staying with me. Together, we can learn to feed the tiny allies in your gut so that they can help protect you in the years ahead.